She's on the terrace. Who shall I say is calling? Scott Jordan. If he recognized the name, he gave no sign of it. Come in. This way, please. I followed him across the living room and through a pair of French doors. It was a warm night with barely a breeze fluttering the drapes. A man and a woman were comfortable in deck chairs, holding long highballs in perspiring glasses. Introduction straightened out everybody's identity. The woman, a tall, severe item, and not yet past the deadline, was Anita Gare. The smooth article in Bermuda shorts turned out to be her husband, Charles, and I recognized the name of their visitor, Ray Burroughs, a small, precise gent with thinning hair and pince-nez glasses. He was general manager of Lovett's Incorporated. I looked pointedly at Anita Gare. "May I speak to you alone?" She exchanged glances with her husband. "I hardly think that's necessary. I have no secrets from Charles." "Quite," he said. "Speak up, old boy. What's on your mind?" I said, "A couple of days ago your wife visited a woman named Millicent Mack." "Did you, darling?" "Yes." "Well, Jordan, what about it?" "I'd like to know why." A meager smile brushed his lips. "I can't see that it's any of your business, to put it bluntly." "She'll have to tell someone," I said. "Have to?" His eyebrows were up again. "Absolutely." "Who?" "The police. Millicent Mack is dead." Anita Gare and Ray Burroughs spilled some of their drink. The chair tipped over behind Burroughs as he bounced to his feet, jaw working spasmodically. Charles reached for his glass and siphoned it off. Burroughs opened his mouth, managed to emit a little static, and finally got wired for sound. "Dead? How? Old age? Accident?" "Murder," I said. Charles put his glass down and took a slow breath. "And just what is your position in this thing?" "I was Millicent Mack's lawyer." "Why do you come to us?" "That's obvious, isn't it? Miss Mack was 65 years old. In all that time your wife never went to see her. Then she did. 2 days later, Miss Mack was dead." "Does that mean there's any connection between the two incidents?" "How can I tell without questioning your wife?" "But you're not a policeman." "True, and you can toss me out of my ear if you like." He showed his teeth. "I rather think I will." "Just a moment." Anita Gare held up her hand. "What is it you want to know, Mr. Jordan?" "The reason for your visit." "It's quite simple. My stepfather, Oscar Lovett, died last week. No will was found, neither in his safe deposit box nor in his apartment. I believe Grace, that's his second wife, destroyed it. That still doesn't explain why he went to see Miss Mack. I wanted to know what was in Dad's will. I called his attorneys, but they hadn't drawn any will for him. Then I thought of his old lawyer, Malcolm Warner, and I wondered if Mr. Warner's secretary, who probably did the typing on it, might remember. So I went to see her." "Did she remember?" "No." "That's quite a story," I said. "Don't you believe me?" "About this much," I said, holding my thumb and forefinger about a millimeter apart. "Look here, old boy," Charles demanded. "Are you calling my wife a liar?" "Just about." He may have looked like a gentleman, but he swung like a longshoreman, and he caught me off balance, completely unprepared, and the impact of his fist, flush on the jaw, snapped my head back and sat me down hard. The cement floor caught me at the base of my spine with a resounding wallop, and for a moment I was paralyzed. I collected myself and started to rise slowly, measuring him. But his hand had reached through a window for the telephone, and I heard him asking for a policeman.